Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ken Tate, and on behalf of NC State University, the College of Engineering, and all the faculty and staff in the Department of Computer Science, it is my honor to welcome you to this, our Fall 2019 Computer Science Diploma Ceremony. Yes, I think it's... So our graduates have gathered and they're anxiously awaiting their entry into the arena. But before the ceremony officially begins, I've been asked to make a few brief yet important announcements. First of all, what a magnificent day for graduation, right? How about this arena? How about this arena? So, welcome to the recently renamed Valvano Arena in the recently remodeled Reynolds Coliseum. It is a fantastic venue. I hope that you will agree. Many enhancements have been made to Reynolds Coliseum. I have to say personally, while we will not use it today, my personal favorite is air conditioning. And if any of you happen to have been here during a different era and maybe had the good fortune of coming into this arena for Change Day in the middle of a sweltering August, I think you will agree. This building is one of the largest venues on campus available to us for an event such as this, and I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the athletics department for allowing us to use it. Would also like to take this opportunity to thank Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina, as well as the ePartners program and the NC State Engineering Foundation for their support and sponsorship of this event. I'd also like to remind you that we are streaming this event live. A little shout out to the hundreds of people that have certainly joined us from around the globe. If you know of someone who would like to watch this live, now would be a great time to send them a text. The link to the live broadcast is on our homepage. Today's ceremony is also being recorded, and it will be available on the department's YouTube channel very shortly. We realize that this is a very, very special day. It's special for you, and it's certainly special for our graduates. In most cases, this represents the pinnacle of their academic achievement, and we have done all that we can to make this an extremely dignified and memorable ceremony. So we'd like to ask your cooperation to help with that also. A couple of points here. One is now would be a perfect time to silence cell phones or any devices that might actually disrupt the ceremony. Secondly, we hope all of you brought cameras. What am I saying? Everybody has a camera in your pocket, right? We encourage you to take pictures and video, anything that you would like from where you're seated to protect the sight lines for everyone. We'll also point out that we have professional photographers here today. They'll be taking shots throughout the ceremony. And at some point shortly after the ceremony, your graduates will actually be getting some color proofs. No obligation to buy, but we think you'll appreciate the quality. Finally, we'd like to ask everybody to remain seated throughout the entire ceremony, if at all possible, again, to protect those sight lines. At the conclusion of the event, you will notice that there are numerous places in and around Reynolds Coliseum out front. There are lots of places for those special photos, and we urge you to take those photos. But I've also been asked to tell you that this event is also going to be hosting another large diploma ceremony right after hours. I think it starts at 4, and so those people like you will be arriving around 3. So let's move out as quickly as we possibly can. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, faculty and staff, it's my honor to ask that you rise as our Fall 2019 graduates enter the arena.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the December 2019 graduation ceremony of the NC State Computer Science Department. I'm Greg Rothermel. I'm the head of the Department of Computer Science. I've mentored many undergraduate and graduate students over the course of my career, so I know from experience how happy and proud you must feel. I'm glad to be able to share this experience with you and with all of your friends and family. Graduates, you've come a long way to get to this day. You've all worked hard and faced challenges. Many of you have come a long way, thousands of miles to join us here. But you've all persevered and you've all made it to this day. Congratulations. We're all here to celebrate this, and you should too. We all hope you'll go forward from today and find a job and a career that you love and find fulfilling. And we hope you'll use that opportunity to make a positive impact on the world and on other people you encounter along the way. We'll all be rooting for you. Before we go on to our speakers, I want to thank a few people. First, I want to thank all of the faculty who devoted their time and their knowledge for these students. Our faculty work very hard and with an absolute passion for the success of our students. This extends in a very special way to PhD students that they mentor. Faculty, would you please stand? Would everyone please join me in thanking the faculty? Second, the faculty do the research and the teaching, but it's the staff who do all the heavy lifting behind the scenes. And that staff, led by, where is she? Ms. Linda Honeycutt, shows their dedication to the students and the department throughout the year, and I want to thank them for everything that they do for all of us. And that includes organizing this graduation. Staff who's here, would you please stand? And let's thank them. I'd also like to thank the students who volunteered to be marshals during the ceremony. These are our student ambassadors. They do a wonderful job representing our department. Student ambassadors, would you please stand? There we go. Thank you. And I'd like to join Ken Tate in thanking the sponsors of our ceremony, the NC State Engineering Foundation, and all the members of the Computer Science ePartners program. As Ken told you, he's our Directorate of Corporate and External Relations, and he leads our ePartners program and does a great job doing that. If there are any representatives of our ePartners here, could they please stand? And Ken, you too, please. Thank you. And now, friends and families of the graduates, today would not be possible without your personal, emotional, and in most cases financial support of these graduates through all the ups and downs and stresses they've faced. You were there to listen to them and to believe in them, and now you're here to celebrate with them. Friends and families of the graduates, would you now please stand? And graduates, please turn your head and thank your support team. Thank you. Finally, graduates, I want to thank all of you. Your friends and family, our faculty and staff are very proud of you. Helping you and supporting you is part of how we have chosen to make a difference in the world. We're very grateful to all of you for allowing us to be a part of your lives and of your successes. We'll be cheering you on as you move on to the next steps in your life. Graduates, it's your turn to stand. Everyone, congratulate the graduates. Now I'll call on Dr. Jasmine Adams to introduce our student speakers.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me? Awesome. Thank you, Dr. Rothermel. It is my great honor to have the privilege of introducing, to my knowledge, and perhaps someone with a longer historical memory can correct me if I'm mistaken, our first ever undergraduate student speakers to address a computer science diploma ceremony in 52 years. We have always had awesome students. You will be hearing from two of our awesome students, and I can assure you that each and every one of our undergraduates could have been the student speaker, but I was assured that we only had 2 hours for the ceremony. So we had to limit ourselves to 2 of our awesome graduates. It is my pleasure to introduce our first speaker, Louis Jacobowitz. Louis is a Ben Franklin Scholar who is graduating today with a second major in psychology, and Louis has also completed the University Honors Program. We are very proud of him. Thank you for speaking to us today, Louis.
Thank you, Dr. Adams. So, we have here a room of graduates in the computer science department, and stereotypically, when one might think of computer science, one might think of shy, awkward, introverted maybe. But let me step back from that for a second and actually introduce myself. I am, or at least I used to be, Cape Guy. Most of you probably have heard of me in some capacity. I made a name for myself over the past 4.5 years by walking around campus and wearing a big old conspicuous green cape. Now, when I was around wearing the cape, people didn't really see me as shy or introverted or awkward necessarily, even though I definitely was. I definitely still am. But instead, they saw, oh, hey, that's a cool cape. I wonder what the story is behind that. It's the same for a lot of the other unique people on campus. The new Cape Girl, for one, the everlasting sequence of unicycle guys who we have on campus, the guy who wears the Lucario hat over in electrical engineering, some relics from the past, my freshman year at least, in Swing Girl, the old guy who used to wear a different hat every day and everyone always used to argue about it. None of these people are exceptional. They're just doing something that makes them stand out, that makes them unique. And for me at least, that leads to situations where I had to confront some of the things that I was bad at and grow through them. It led to having to focus on how I present myself and shape people's impressions. And so when I was asked to come up here and give a speech, then my main goal is to communicate that we're all graduating, right? We're all moving into another stage of our lives, whether that means going out into the industry, continuing on in academia, or doing something else. But now this is the perfect time for every one of us to choose who we want to be, how we want to make ourselves unique, and how to present ourselves, to shape other people's impressions of us, and to shape our own future growth and development. Because though we might be graduating college, it's never time to stop learning and growing. Thank you.
Thank you. It is now an equally great honor and privilege for me to introduce our second inaugural speaker. And first and second here was by a coin toss, folks. Now, we're computer scientists. We left it up to probability, so they're both the first. Try to compute that, right? Is Colton Gregory Bada. Colton. Colton is a computer science student ambassador. He has completed both the computer science and the university honors programs, and equally impressive, he was a finalist for the Rhodes Scholarship. Thank you, Colton.
Thank you, Dr. Adams. Good afternoon, friends, family, faculty, and of course, the graduates. For those who are planning to enter the workforce in the next few months, I would like you to consider something. You will be stepping out of Reynolds Coliseum today into the often talked about, seldom understood real world. The tales of unforetold riches guarded by 2-hour commutes and combat over the office thermostat are finally within our reach. Minor obstacles aside, the longevity that the real world carries is what you should be cognizant of. In college, there is always an end in sight. Don't like a class? Well, it ends in 4 months. Bored of your internship? Well, it's just for the summer. For the first time, we are entering a period of life where the upper bound of our time is seemingly infinite. Our entry-level jobs likely have no end date. The real world does not have those timely periods of change that we are accustomed to in school. So what's the problem? Complacency becomes the enemy. But not complacency in the sense that you are stagnant in your postgraduate life. In fact, we will be working harder than ever. The complacency is in the potential to let tunnel vision strip the meaning out of your work, the why behind the decades that you put into your career. Check your blind spots. Take time to slow down and look around. Evaluate what makes you happy, not rich. What makes an impact on others, not on a bottom line. Today feels pretty great, doesn't it? Graduation is the culmination of dedication and perseverance and blood, sweat, tears, laughs, and cries. But most importantly, graduation implies that you are moving on from your current state to something else new and exciting. Don't wait until retirement for your next graduation. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Rothermel?
Now it's my honor to introduce our guest speaker, Mr. Joe Bastante. Joe's the CTO of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina and is widely recognized as a technology change leader who has led technology transformation for world-class organizations for more than 2 decades. One of Joe's defining qualities is his commitment to ongoing learning and technology leadership in business. Joe devotes a significant amount of personal time learning and applying the latest and most important new technologies. He also continues to study leadership material, often engaging his staff through book clubs and discussions. Prior to joining Blue Cross, Joe held leadership positions at Quintiles, Johnson & Johnson, and AT&T. Joe holds an MS and a BA in computer science and has earned several certifications, including Lean Six Sigma Black Belt certification from the American Society for Quality and project management certification from PMI. Joe is often sought as a speaker on the topics of technology, IT transformation, and process improvement. And I'm very glad that he's a key member of our department's Strategic Advisory Board. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our very special guest, Joe Bastante.
What a privilege and honor it is for me to be with you today. It truly is. Well, first let me say to you who are graduating one more time, congratulations and well done. This is an amazing university. You have a degree from a top university in our nation and a degree program that is so sought after. In fact, I can tell you this for sure because we try to hire you all and there are never enough of you all to go around. And so I thank you, I congratulate you, and I congratulate once again the family and the friends who've supported you through this. You all have done an amazing job. And finally, I will reiterate, because it's so important, the faculty and staff here, I wish I would have gone to NC State. I didn't. But I've gotten to know these people, and they're amazing. And I know that they're so smart and capable, and they could do anything, but they chose to be here and invest in you. So congratulations to you all. And I will share a couple thoughts with you that there are so many people that every one of us in this room are indebted to that I bet you never even thought about. The generations who've come before us, who've sacrificed so much for freedom, for human rights, building universities. You know, this morning I plugged in my phone. I never gave a second thought to where did that power come from? And I think about the human sacrifice that had gone into that. In fact, my grandfather was one of those who was attracted to this nation to work in the coal mines for a better life. And he came here leaving his family, from Sicily. He boarded a boat and came to New York about 70 years ago, and eventually was able to move his family over. Now, my grandfather, if you know anything about coal mining, it is tough on the body, and it's tough on your life, and he actually died quite young, and I never met him. I would have loved to meet him, but he's just one person in my life of the many people who sacrificed so much for us to be here today, to do what we want to do and what we love to do best. And so you see, I share this with you today as a thought that this graduation ceremony, it's such a great recognition of what you have done, but it's actually a lot more than that. It's the passing on of a torch from the past generations who've given so much so that you can write the next chapter in our human story. You matter. What you do when you leave here matters. The world has been changed by far smaller groups than you all, with far less talent than you have. And so I share just two thoughts with you about going out for those who will go into the workforce or wherever life takes you, just two thoughts. The first one is, I would encourage you to solve beautiful problems. Solve beautiful problems. You know, we tend to go out into the workforce or wherever life leads us, and we tend to look at life in terms of job descriptions, titles, and roles. But the remarkable people find those beautiful problems that they can put their whole heart and soul into, and they dedicate themselves to that, and it's beautiful. And I don't mean it's in an abstract way. I mean, I can tell you, the company that I work with, you can go ask people what they do, and some of them will tell you, well, you know, I maintain a website for our company, I build a mobile app, but I'm not kidding. You will meet people in our company, they will say things like, I am ensuring that we will completely eradicate type 2 diabetes in North Carolina. I am building machine learning models that are going to help people stay healthy so they can live their longest and best lives. Now that's powerful. So I'd encourage you, do the job that you've been assigned to do, but please don't ever bound yourself by job descriptions. Find those things that are worthy of your energy and your talent and pour your heart into it. The second thing is the one that probably touches me the most, because I got to tell you, I've been working, I'm getting old now, I've been about 30 years in the job market, and the second thing for me is to unite brilliant people. And what do I mean by that? You know, one of the talks we just heard, I believe it was at Colton, who talked about the fighting in the office over the thermostat. I assure you, no matter where you go and what type of job or work that you do, you're going to find yourself in conflict with people. You will fight about designs of systems, about priorities of a company, about where people sit, and yes, about office thermostats. But the great people who will truly make a difference are those who see that person in front of them who they're having a conflict with, and they will be able to get past it and not take it to heart. See, because if you're going to solve beautiful problems and you're going to do anything worth doing in this life, you're going to need other people. As John Maxwell once said, one is too small a number to achieve greatness. Now, I just want to share what's going to seem like an odd observation of life, but it kind of concludes my remarks. We humans are not very good on our own. I really mean that. I mean, this is an odd thought, but I think it quite frequently, actually. If you compare us to most of the wildlife out there, animals in the wild kingdom, we're actually weak, right? We don't do well on our own. Like, we have had many deer in our property eating our plants, but they are like superheroes compared to us, right? I mean, think about it. Have you ever seen one of these things jump? I can't jump like that. I walk by our roses and I get cuts and ripped shirts and they eat them like candy, right? They are impervious to cold. And I've hit one of these suckers with my car, it dented it and it didn't even knock it down, it just kept running. But we have a superpower. We have a superpower, and it's what I just told you about. Our superpower is that if you get a group of us together and you get people excited and you get their passion and their energy and their ideas, we are unstoppable. We could send a 1 million-pound rocket ship into space. We can build skyscrapers that pierce the clouds. We can unlock the power of the atom. We can unravel the mysteries of the human genome. But if you remember nothing about what I said today, I ask you to remember this. What we really need are people in the moment of conflict with others who can look at the other person and rise above it. Here's the little secret I want you to remember. we're all knuckleheads. We are. We really are. We're all selfish at times. We don't live up to our own standards. We don't listen. My wife will tell you that. We are just not perfect. And if you can look past that in the moment of conflict, if you can rally people together and you can see the potential in people and you can bring them together to solve a great problem together, that is magic. That is absolute magic. So that's what I would just leave you here today. I promise you this is real. Rise above it. Never take it to heart. Know that we're all imperfect. Forgive and find those beautiful problems and rally people together. It's what our nation needs. It's what our companies need. It's what we all need. So I will just say my wish for you then is simply this. May you never back down from any problem. May you find the most beautiful problems to solve. May you be an unstoppable force of progress and unity. And may you live a great life. Congratulations. I wish you all the best that life has. Thank you.
And now I'll invite our Director of Undergraduate Programs, Sarah Heckman, to come up.
Thank you, Dr. Rothermel. I'm honored today to recognize some of our undergraduate student awards. We will start with computer science recognitions and then university level recognitions. All of these are listed in your program. First, we will recognize computer science honors students. Students who complete the computer science honors program have maintained a 3.5 major and overall GPA during their undergraduate studies and have completed research coursework and thesis with a supervising professor. Students who are recognized as completing the computer science honors program should stand and remain standing when I call their name. Please hold your applause until all students are recognized. Elsahuddin Arshad, Dustin Ryan Holler, Forrest Eli Hurley, Umalan Krishna Aignar, Colin Andrew Moore, Jonathan Tyler Rocket, Isabel Louise Snyder, Wenting Jiang. Please join me in recognizing the achievements of the CSE Honors students. Please be seated. We will now recognize Park Scholars. The Park Scholarship is the most prestigious four-year scholarship awarded at NC State. Park Scholars are expected to embody scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Students who are recognized as Park Scholars should stand, and please hold your applause. Amalan Krishna Iyengar, Shreyas Kulor, Jasmine Florence Wang. Thank you. Please be seated. Next, we will recognize University Scholars. The University Scholars Program provides the opportunity for students to explore multidisciplinary topics and complete 21 hours of honors coursework during their degree program. Students graduate with at least a 3.25 GPA. Students who are recognized as completing the University Scholars Program should stand, and please hold your applause. Stanton Trigva Param, Jenna Nicole Shockley, Joseph Warren Stanley, Courtney Wegler. Please join me in recognizing the achievement of the University Scholars. Please be seated. We will now recognize students who completed the University Honors Program. The University Honors Program provides the opportunity for students to complete 12 credit hours of honors seminars and a 6-credit honors capstone experience. Students graduate with at least a 3.25 GPA. Students who are recognized should stand, and please hold your applause. Samaya Sayam Bagade, Colton Bada, Carl Thomas Colglazer, Stuart Andrew Hunt, Amalan Krishna Iyengar, Louis Jacobowitz, Jonathan Tyler Rocket, Isabel Louise Snyder. Please join me in recognizing the achievement of the University Honors students. Please be seated. We will now recognize our valedictorians. Valedictorians maintain a 4.0 GPA during their undergraduate coursework. Students who are recognized as valedictorians should stand, and please hold, because we have a long list for this one. Kevin Mitchell Alvarez, Colton Gregory Bada, Nathaniel Garrett Brooks, Matthew Allen Chafee, Carl Thomas Colglazer, Samuel Austin Ebert, Stuart Andrew Hunt, Forrest Eli Hurley, Amlan Krishna Iyengar, Louis Jacobowitz, Stanton Trigvan Param, Vincent T. Rennick, Benjamin Earl Seifert, Isabel Louise Snyder, Noah Michael Trimble, Jasmine Florence Wang, Courtney Wegler. Please join me in recognizing our valedictorians. Please be seated. I now invite Dr. Ruskis and Dr. Rothmel to the stage for the presentation of graduate degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Heckman. Good afternoon and welcome again to the Fall 2019 Computer Science Diploma ceremony. We again have a large graduating class with 22 PhD and 128 master's graduates receiving diplomas today. So graduates, congratulations. You couldn't have picked a better time to earn a degree in computer science, graduate or undergraduate. I understand that you are very eager to walk across the stage to receive your diploma, so I'm not going to take any more of your time, other than to just pass on a small piece of advice. Now that you're about to start your new career, remember that there are no shortcuts in life, except, of course, if you right-click and find one. All right, so with that, I'm gonna call each graduate student to receive his or her degree, and I apologize in advance if I mispronounce your name. Please hold your applause until all the names have been called. I will start with graduates earning the PhD degree, which is the highest degree offered in our department. As I call each graduate's name, I will also announce the title of their dissertation and the name of their advisor or advisors. The graduate will remain on stage for the traditional hooding ceremony, which represents the conferral of the degree. Amritansu Agrawal. His dissertation was on the nature of software engineering data, implications of epsilon dominance in software engineering. His advisor was Timothy Menzies. Bita Akram. Her research was on assessment of students' computer science focal knowledge, skills, and abilities in game-based learning environments. Her advisors were James Lester and Eric Wiebe. Benjamin Ando. The title of his dissertation was Privacy Risks of Sensitive User Data Exposure in Mobile Ecosystems. His advisor was William Enck. Rogelio Cardona Rivera. He worked on a model of interactive narrative affordances, and he was supervised by David Roberts and Michael Young. Jianfeng Chen. His dissertation was on the value of sampling and pruning for search-based software engineering, supervised by Timothy Menzies. Ting Dai. He researched a hybrid approach to cloud system performance, bug detection, diagnosis, and fix. His supervisor was Helen Gu. Anuesa Das. Her dissertation was on predicting location and time of anomalies in large-scale computing systems via log mining, supervised by Dr. Frank Mueller, but she could not be here today. Liang Dong. The title of his dissertation was 2D human pose estimation by integrating convolutional neural networks and structural information, supervised by Min Chi and Tianfu Gu, also could not be here today. Danae Ford Robinson. She researched identity-based signals and e-mentorship to support engagement in online programming communities. Her supervisor was Christopher Parnin. Raghav Venkatnarayan. His dissertation was on using ambient signal modalities for ubiquitous sensing, supervised by Mohammad Sazad. Zigui Hu. His research was on helping students make better contributions to open source software projects. His advisor was Ed Geringer. Rahul Krishna Prasad. The title of his dissertation was Learning Actionable Analytics in Software Engineering. His advisor is Timothy Menzies. Russell Meredith. His research was on increasing network resilience to persistent OSPF version 2 attacks through automated network recovery. He was supervised by Douglas Reeves and Rudra Datta. Xiaoliang Nie. His research was on visualizing deep neural networks in text domain, supervised by Christopher Healy. Kalpes Padia. He researched storyline visualization techniques for linear, nonlinear, and diegetic narratives, also supervised by Christopher Healy. Yupeng Qi. His dissertation was on performance analysis and modeling of a cooperative amplify and forward scheme for MIMO Guailans. Was supervised by Mihai Sikitiu. He could not be here today. Ekon Rahman. He researched anti-patterns in infrastructure as codes. His advisor was Laurie Williams. Karthik Sasadri. His dissertation was toward the unified model of news influence on public interest and legislation, supervised by Munidhar Singh. Justin Smith. His dissertation was on understanding how software developers resolve security vulnerabilities with static analysis. He was supervised by Emerson Murphy-Hill and Catherine Stolley. Andrew van der Poel. His dissertation was on approaches for graphs near structural classes. His dissertation advisor is Blair Sullivan. Andrea Villanes. Her dissertation was on epidemiological disease surveillance using public media text mining, supervised by Christopher Healy and Michael Rappa. Ruizi. He researched the design and evaluation of instructional supports for novice programming environments, supervised by Tiffany Barnes and Thomas Price. I will now call the names of master's graduates. The first group are those receiving the Master of Science with thesis. Srey Anand, Abhisa Bhattacharya, Amanul Haq, Laxmikant Kishore Mokadam, Rasika Pandey, Vivek. The next group are those receiving the Master of Science non-thesis degree. This degree is awarded to students pursuing the PhD degree once they have passed the qualifying exam and completed advanced coursework. Nikki Gitinabard. Farzane Kosvenisan, Ruth Okoilu, Markel Sans Osen, Fogo Tunde Onadele. I will now call the names of graduates receiving the Master of Science in Computer Networking. Surya Ahuja. Tapas Malik. Nityas Sankararaman. Prithvi Saran. Nandita Srinivasan. So the last and largest group of graduates includes those who have earned the Master of Computer Science. Mohammad Aboful. Niharika Yude Acharya. Chiranjeevi Agarwal. Sefali Deepak Agarwal. Harsh Agrawal. Keis Khan Alokozai. Ayush Arnav. Abhishek Arya. Ginger Balmat. Bradley Beach. Srilatha Beckham. Shraddha Badwaria. Priyanka Balasubramanian. Deepali Chandrakant Barmal. Rasik Basin. Jagan Cherukuru Agribabu. Ryan Dasoria. Jamin Desai. Barkav Despande. Murunmayi Despande. Tushar Day. Sayali Vinayak Davala. Darpan Dodiya. Erika Ail. Xiaohi Zhen Ellis. Zhuejiao Fang. Darsana Gadre. Justin Giger. Anupam Godse. Kusagr Gupta. Prachi Gupta. Will Henline. Raul Ayer. Ayush Jain. Mohit Jain. Pratik Kumar Jain. Srijit Joshi. Sanjana Kacholia. Swetha Kalyanaraman. Prasanthi Murthy. Mohsin Karovalia. Sarik Khan. Wanjing Kwang. Mandani Kusal. Tommy Lay. Zekao Lu. Han Yu Luo. Xiao Ma. Sidhu Jayana. Anjani Balunskar. Aaron Margolis Mailin. Vato Maskulia. Matt McNeese. Sivani Mehedak. Julia Minton. Akatska Mohan. Arvind Mohan. Sai Vishnu Muvala. Varsha Nagarajan. Manogna Naluri. Tanmaya Nandan. Rajat Narang. Susmita Natanasabapathi. Nathan Snegi. Cameron Nelson. Fatima Olia. Nikita Pramod Paranjapek. Abhishek Parikh. Harsh Patel. Vishrut Patel. Subhashekar Reddy Peredi. Vandan Fatke. Anthony Polakiewicz. Rishi Rai. Asim Reina. Rosni Rajan. Ravinder Singh Rajpal. Jaivan Rajpopat. Akshay Pradeep Raul. Avanthika Ravichandran. Ravi Ravuri. Luke Roos. Ravi Sankar. Mohit Satarkar. Ayush Saxena. Akshay Saxena. Nitish Sekar. Rahul Sethi. Harsh Rajendra Shah. Varun Shah. Aniruddha Samasundar. Pranjal Sharma. Prasant Yumakant Sende. Suraj Siddharth. Hiral Sinkadia. Prayani Singh. Bharat Singha. Amal Soni. Jerry Sun. Nida Syed. Nausan Tabassum. Rantan, Yue Tian, Nikolai Titov, Abhishek Tripathi, Yasad Trivedi, Purva Vasudeo, Mohit Manoj Vinchu, Gautam Vora, Zigwei Hu, Jianshu Zhang, Linfeng Zhou. Please join me in congratulating all the graduates. Dorosara Heckman, Director of Undergraduate Programs, will now call the names of bachelor degree recipients.
Thank you, Dr. Ruskis. The Bachelor of Science degree in Computer Science is conferred upon students who have successfully completed a program of study, including both general coursework in the humanities, social sciences, mathematics, and physical sciences, as well as specialized courses in computer science. They have worked hard, both at their academic studies and at a variety of co-ops, research opportunities, internships, part-time and full-time jobs. Our students have employment opportunities at Fortune 500 companies, innovative startups, or are pursuing entrepreneurial ambitions. Other students are pursuing graduate studies at the master's and PhD levels. We know that these accomplishments cannot happen without the support of family and friends. So thank you to all who have supported our students during their undergraduate journey. We are very proud of them and their accomplishments. The following students had their Bachelor of Science in Computer Science degrees conferred on June 20th of 2019. Sarag Bichawal, Juan Luis Rodriguez Cruz, Joseph Warren Stanley. The following student had their Bachelor of Science in Computer Science degree conferred on July 30th of 2019. Kevin Alvarez. The following students are candidates for the Bachelors of Science in Computer Science. Mariam Mohammed Al-Jaishi. Al-Sahudin Arshad. Sumaya Sayam Bagade. Casey Belcher. Robert Eugene Bliss III. Colton Gregory Bada. Nathaniel Garrett Brooks. Giovanni Riantu Budi. Matthew Allen Chafee. Huyan Sheng. Jianilen Chen. Carl Thomas Kohlglaser. Luke Morgan Cunningham. Joshua Logan Davis. William Fay Duke. Samuel Austin Ebert. Ross Mitchell Eby. Michael Wilson Elias Jr. Nat Dean Elias III. Benjamin Gale. Travis Day Napinski. Cameron Patrick Green. Daniel Grist. Boram Han. Haley E. Hendricks. Dustin Ryan Holler. Peter Holton. Stuart Andrew Hunt. Forrest Eli Hurley. Amalan Krishna Iyengar. Louis Jacobowitz. Dakota Ryan Johnson. Mohammed Taha Karimi. Daniel Shane Kenlin. Shreyas Kulor. Phoebe Jihi Lee. Wanyan Lee. Tianming Liu. Yeshwant Malidi. Michael McMillan. Daniel Scott Mickens. Daniel Easton Mills. Daniel Paul Moody. Colin Andrew Moore. Shi Wang Eng. Stanton Trigva Param. Zachary David Raboyne. Vincent T. Rennick. Jonathan Tyler Rocket. Eugenio Sharitsu Abreu. Jeremy Paul Schmidt. Benjamin Earl Seifert. Shimin Shah. Jenna Nicole Shockley. Isabel Louise Snyder. Michael David Stiles. Justin Lacey Talarek. Manasha Thiagarajan. Noah Michael Trimble. Thea Wall. Jasmine Florence Wang. Courtney Wegler. Caitlin Jane Wiley. Robert Daniel Willenborg. Herman Workman. Minglun Zhang. Wenting Zhang. I would like to welcome our graduates and candidates for graduation to the ranks of computer science alumni. Please congratulate our summer 2019 graduates and fall 2019 candidates for graduation.
All right, if the marshals would lead the processional out, please. Thank you all for coming. Good to see you all. I'm sure that the graduates were happy to have you here.